It's important to build this relationship further deep down, further lower down. Our leaders can do their bit, but if you don't involve ordinary people, ordinary citizens, it won't be sustainable. You can only sustain a relationship if it's based on people's livelihoods. You need to link up people culturally. They must understand and share their cultures. Saudi Arabia is steadily moving deep into mining. You've got a lot of minerals here. I've got a map of them here. They gave me a map. You've got to go in and extract those minerals and use them to develop the country. South Africa has been mining for more than 200 years. We've got the expertise. We've got mines that go 2 kilometers deep. So we can come and partner Saudi Arabia in developing their mining. Our agriculture is also quite developed. Saudi Arabia wants self-sufficiency in food. We can strike a partnership also on that one. Saudi Arabia, when it comes to energy, there is Aqua Power, the Saudi company in South Africa, helping us to develop our solar energy systems. It's a Saudi company that is leading in South Africa, helping us in our solar energy development. The leadership of Saudi Arabia has been superb. When we planned for G20 last year, no one was thinking about coronavirus. You're planning, there will be a meeting, there will be a meeting in Jeddah, there will be a meeting in Khobar, there will be a meeting in Riyadh, there will be a meeting. You're planning, and then suddenly in March, everything changed. You had to take into account that there is COVID-19, and you had to plan, you had to change in the process of chairing G20. You had to start changing plans. But what was more impressive more than anything was the meeting that was organized by the custodian of the two holy mosques in March, where they discussed the action plan for COVID-19. Without that action plan, I don't know where mankind would be today. But because of that plan, the world at least started finding its way going forward. Much as we were confused, scientists were still saying this and saying that, but at least there was a path to follow. It's thanks to the leadership of Saudi Arabia. And also as a leader of the G20, Saudi Arabia moved on and pledged $500 million, and then the other countries followed. And then you had the fund. At least the most underdeveloped countries, there is something they are getting. Under Saudi Arabia, during these very tough times, we managed to have all the scheduled meetings of ministers. I think we had more than 30 meetings of ministers. We had meetings of experts, sectoral meetings. We even had about 11 extraordinary ministerial meetings under the very same conditions of virtual meetings. But G20 is running. When you hand over to Italy next year, you're going to hand over G20 that is running. You're not going to say there was no G20 last year, it was a holiday. No, G20 has been working. Next month we're going to have the leaders meeting, the leaders summit, virtually, but it will be there. Decisions will be taken. So because of the way Saudi Arabia handled it, there was G20. G20 continued. COVID or no COVID, we are moving forward. 2030 NDP, National Development Program, also is targeting 2030. And we're doing almost the same thing. Diversifying the economy, building infrastructure, building human resource development. It's about the same thing. Industrialization. It's very similar. It's very similar. It's just that it has got different points of emphasis. You don't have a problem of energy, we do, so ours is more emphasizing on energy. But sustainable development, taking into account the climate. Not just sustainable development anyhow, but being conscious about climate change. And I'm happy that at least the leadership of Saudi Arabia is very conscious about climate change. Saudis are happy people. They're always relaxed and happy. And you find them in a park, you talk to this one, within 5 minutes it's as if you had known this person for years. And you go on chatting. Sometimes you even end up going to that person's house, only that you met him in the park, and then you end up ending in his house having a cup of coffee and making a friend with that person. 2 summers ago, I was in Taif, middle of summer, June, shortly after Ramadan. It was hot here. When I arrived in Taif, it was different, especially at night. I realized that I needed to bring my jacket, but unfortunately I hadn't brought it because I thought everywhere it was 45 degrees. But when I was in Taif, I found something different. So we went to the mountain, Jabal Qara mountain. They took us into a cave inside, which was very cool. There were a number of tourists there. But what impressed me was they told me that it's cool even in summer. So my aim is to go there next summer, to experience it in summer and see how cool it will be to go inside the cave in the middle of the day in summer. That's one of the things. I'll carry that experience of Saudi Arabia and encourage people to come and see for themselves. I'm saying what impressed me more than anything, this thing of building a city from scratch. I mean, Dubai was built from scratch. Neom is being built today from scratch. It's being built today. They were showing us the maps. That, no, this is here in this place there will be this, in this place there will be this. It will be like this and this and this. I hope to visit Neom before I go to see the difference between the Neom I saw early 2020 and the Neom that will be at the end of next year.